Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So Doctor Who Flux is fluxing away. Ooh, we're all fluxing. We're halfway through it, and look, while it's so much better than anything Chibnall Whittaker has ever put out before, it's so much worse than anything Doctor Who has ever done before. Yeah, I would say so. Now, what they've done to make it seem a lot better is, a lot of eye candy, I think. And the eye candy has been really good, right? The eye candy, explosions, anything well, Jodie Whittaker, plus they got some good villains in it. I do like, what's his name? Swarm and Azure, and I do like them. And there are bits of it that aren't terrible, but basically you got Jodie Whittaker going all the way through it, which doesn't help it. But what hurts it even more is Chris Chibnall. Okay, Chris Chibnall. So here's the thing: he keeps the first time he just threw a bunch of things, and he threw up more, and people are trying to grab these things and put them into context and make them make sense. I'm like, don't do that. No. That's a bad idea, because you're just going to be disappointed. You're just going to end up disappointed. So, having said that, I saw this article on Screenrant, which goes on for a long time, which tries to put all these pieces together. And, I want to read it just to find out what's going on in their head. I saw this clip this morning on my morning wake up routine is normally I shuffle to the toilet with my phone. That's like my first movement of the day, in more ways than one. I was watching was it a Facebook video about the View, the people on the View, Joy Behar, Whoopi Goldberg, who really wants to be the Doctor, astounded at how unfair they think it is that nobody really likes Joe Biden, right? Let's go, Brandon, right? And they're just like that. How could this be? And it's, look outside the window. Whatever. This is not a party political broadcast, although most things I say normally are. But this time it really is a party political broadcast. It's fascinating. I love watching media that isn't aimed at me, because I love to find out how people who think differently from me think, because it's kind of interesting. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. Okay. Before we get into it, hit the like button. Did I say all this yet? I don't think I've said this yet. Like, share, subscribe, comment. All that stuff is good. YouTube went on a bit of a mini purge this week, and then it came back in. So I was quite happy with that. Like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are very, very good. You know what's not very, very good? You know the answer already. Everything we're going to see on the screen here. Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker trying to act, and Screenrant. All those things, not very good. that in that Venn diagram, the circle of things not very good, that's where they all go. Okay, just wanted to make all that clear. Doctor Who theory. Ooh, we got to think. The Flux was created to destroy the timeless child. Well, that seems kind of obvious, wasn't it? Right? They seem like the Flux and the timeless child. I mean, again, I'm watching this crap, and thank God it's not as bad as watching Orphan 55 or Can You Hear Me, which was genuinely, oh my God, awful. Absolutely awful. This is again. I mean, but you're comparing tortures. This is a lesser torture. But yeah, they like explicitly say that towards the end of the episode 3. I love this picture of Jodie Whittaker trying to act. I mean, like, darling. I mean, it's not as fun as watching Mandy Gill trying to act. That one, the episode 3. Is worth watching just for that. Trying to watch Mandy Gill trying to do a convincing sentence. Oh God, Madam. I don't know. I'll start working on your second career now. If I was you, that might be your idea, because you makeup's only going to last so long. Okay, you got about another 10 years. That's it. Let's be honest. Doctor Who Flux seems to be facing the Doctor with a terrifying possibility that she's shit. That the Flux has been created to destroy. I can't do it, not in her accent. Created to destroy the universe. Actually, somebody sent me a cheat sheet of. Here, let me look at this of Liverpudlian things. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, no, it's coming out a bit slower now. 1 second. Really? What do you like? I can't really do that. What do you like? Sound kumid. What you like? Sound. Kumid. I made up. Gorokobon. What's Gorokobon be? Gorokobon. I'm fuming boss. Me head's chocker. Oh, me head's chocker. I got that. Me head's chocker. All right. Feel ashamed. Okay, fine. So you should do, mate. You should do. There's the thing, though. I first feel bad for John Bishop and whatever her name was, the girl who played Belle, who was so excited, so unbelievably excited. It's like, I just wish you were in good Doctor Who. I really do. Is this Squid Game they got playing on the screen? Everybody tells me about Squid Game. I've got to check it out. I got so much to watch, though. I got Star Trek Discovery to watch. They stopped putting that on in the UK. So I'm thinking of doing like an in-depth recap and review, like I do for Doctor Who. But he's got to watch it. Not exciting. Doctor Flux, the Flux has been created to destroy the universe because of her being the timeless child. Doctor Who's current showrunner Chris Chibnall certainly can't be faulted for his ambition. Yes, actually, he can. He can be full of his ambition because he doesn't have any, because he's a small-minded moron. Yeah, like the whole reason why they added in with that, he said he added in Dr. Ruth and the fugitive doctors, the lost doctor, whatever. The real reason was so he could cast people who weren't white and men, right? Because they had to dilute that, because that's bad, because he's a moron. He's a racist moron, right? But his reason was, we got to open up Doctor Who to all new storytelling possibilities. We got to open it all up to new storytelling. But so they did that this week. They showed you what the new storytelling possibilities were, and it's like garbage tier 2021 sci-fi. It's like Vagrant Queen. It's like every other crap. It's like Star Trek Discovery. It's every other crap show. Yeah, masculine, black female lead, with big gun, right? Like all of them are like that. Who's stunning and brave at the best at everything. Fighting white men. I mean, like it's always what it is. It's always what it is. So he can be full of his ambition. My ambition is to make Doctor Who small, which is what you've done. It really made it small and irrelevant. One production in 13 was threatened by coronavirus. He turned the problem into an opportunity to turn abbreviated six episode season into a single long form story. Now that I hope that's true, right? It's always been my opinion for a long time that problems cause things to get better, right? That's why I think the current glut of superhero movies, which I think are over now, fail because they just throw money at problems without coming up with inventive solutions. Right, so this strikes me. I think this is a saving of the season, that he had to come up with an inventive solution, and he did, right, and it really leans into his writing ability a lot better than if he didn't have. So problems are a good thing, and it's always a mistake for people trying to avoid them, which they do. They avoid like, oh no, not a problem, I'm scared. Doctor Who Season 13, Episode 3 went even further with the story told out of timeline order because the Doctor and her allies were caught up in a time storm. Were they weren't told out of timeline order. What are you talking about? I mean, you had several different story strands going on simultaneously, but they weren't. You didn't get the end of like the Doctor Ruth versus the other swarm. Out of sequence. You didn't get her capture him and then be outside the temple of Anthropos. You had several concurrently running storylines. None of them very good, right? All of them predictable, none of them good. Vinda made a stand against an evil white man. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say evil. That was redundant. He made a stand against an evil white man, and then got screwed over. What didn't Yaz was playing video games and snarling at a much better looking sister. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. And where the Doctor gets sucked to? I can't even remember. Really? It's been a bit of I can't even bloody remember. Who knows? You know what? It's not even worth trying to remember. Okay, so the episode is a fascinating one. Well, if you want to say so. Fascinating? No, no. I'm sorry. I gotta push back. It's not fascinating. It's not boring because it keeps moving, but it's very all those plot lines are very predictable and are confusing simultaneously, right? With each one of the time travelers caught in their own timeline. For her part, the Doctor experienced the moments of her past that have been erased by the Time Lords. Again, I'm not really understanding how. It doesn't. Honestly, none of this really matches up with logic. Or it's like you're like, well, how is this time? Like, okay, she ever been in Time Storm before? Before being dragged out of the space-time vortex to meet with a mysterious woman. Well, that was right at the end. Okay, and I get the feeling that she pushed herself there, or was pulled there. I think she pushed herself there somehow. Because she's a doctor and who's a girl doctor who's stunning and brave and good at everything. Stunning and brave. Where are I? She claimed to be the orchestrator of the universe's destruction. I don't really remember saying. She didn't say that. Responsible for introducing the Flux event and reintroducing the Ravagers, Swarmanazor as a temporal poison or contagion. I think whatever. Okay, I'm just going to go with it. Okay, even the Doctor was somewhat thrown by the encounter. Well, why wouldn't she be? I mean, listen, she's thrown by most encounters, and this one was a weird one. I don't even figure out who the woman is and how she knows her. Why wouldn't you try and figure out who Dr. Ruth was? I mean, that thing that I keep being trapped on. Like, how did she meet Dr. Ruth and they not stick around so they work out who each other was? Temper poison contagion. Introducing. Okay, fine. One second. Figure out who this woman was or how she knew her, but the woman refused to answer. Always the wrong questions. She observed, this universe is over, Doctor. And I do get the feeling this universe is over. I think this is the end of this run of Doctor Who. Russell Davies' Doctor Who is going to be markedly distinct and different, right, from this. I think you can probably just end it with Capaldi, maybe. I don't know. We have to wait and see. I guess. Well, look. Come back in 2023. Or rather than go away and come back, just watch every one of my videos between now and 2023. Can you do that? That'd be great. And then we'll like late 2023, and then we'll have some answers. Oh, I just realised 5 days till the Doctor Who anniversary. I guess I've got to do something about that. Although I'm recording, this is going out on Friday. I'm recording this on Thursday. Even the Doctor was somewhat thorough. Yes, I've read that like 14 times now. Shockingly, the woman himself went to further suggest that the destruction was caused by the Doctor herself. The Flux wasn't an accident. It wasn't a naturally occurring event, she insisted. It was made, it was placed because of you. Okay, so this is something I think we're going to get an answer to. Right? Doctor Who, Flux! Episode 3 marked the season's halfway point, and it confirmed that the stakes are higher than ever before. You see, that's what hacks do when they don't have anything else to do. They're like, let's make it bigger. I mean, go and see anything J.J. Abrams has done, or Alex Kurtzman. Yeah, bigger. Yeah, again, at the same time, I'm going over Doctor Who Flux. I'm doing a review of this book over here, Doctor Who Season 13, which is an alternate Season 13 with a Capaldi Doctor. And it's similar to the Flux. It's got one story, right? I'm up to Chapter 3, and Chapter 3 is going into Chapter 4 as the same story. Rather than being broken up into individual episodes. And it's calm. It's an intelligent, a fun romp. You don't have to keep raising the stakes if you can write, which I don't think Chibnall can. Having said that, I am just glad that whatever bollocks he's putting in is masking his absolute awfulness in writing. I don't know if he's awful as a person. My guess is probably yes. And it's good. Okay, the first time I had before with the flux and the temporal poison that is Swarmanosaur deliberately introduced to destroy the universe. But why is this an appropriate response to the Doctor? You're going to say she's done it, or simply because who she is? Sounds like more like who she is. Okay, so now we're finally getting to your theories. The Doctor's presence changed life on Gallifrey. Well, I guess so, if she was the cause of regeneration. In order to answer that question, it's necessary to look at how the Doctor's mere presence in the universe has changed everything. And this sounds very feasible because how can the Doctor not be the stunning and brave key to everything, right? How is that going to happen that she's not the stunning and brave key to everything? We'll find out. Okay, I guess we won't. Doctor Who Season 12 revealed that the Doctor is not a Time Lord at all, but rather the Timeless Child, a being who potentially predates the universe itself. The Timeless Child was found standing at the foot of a boundary to another universal dimension, and she was adopted by a Gallifreyan explorer called Tectoon, who we've never heard of before. And then one fateful day, the Timeless Child suffered an accident that should have killed her, but instead, as she fell down a cliff or something, then she regenerated. Whoosh! Regeneration! Lots of volcanic regeneration energy. The first regeneration take place on Gallifrey, or apparently anywhere. Tectoon was fascinated. The next few years, experimenting on her daughter, forcing innumerable regenerations. So murdering her over and over and over again. I mean, really? As she attempted to unlock the secret of her ability to walk unscathed from death. So, when you just say it out that you murdered her, it says, oh, well, this Tectoon's an evil character then. Oh, yeah, absolutely. This seems like a bad piece of work, right? This evil Tectoon. But the way they presented it in the episode, it was that she was heroic. They had heroic music, heroic lighting, and she was a woman, which means she can only be good, right? That's the messaging we've got so far from the Chibnall Doctor Who. So now that's just made it creepy and weird. Okay, so where were we? Fascinated. Oh, I'm fascinated. Now I'm going to murder you. Yeah, really? Honestly, I'm fascinated by, I don't know, I'm fascinated by most things my youngest son does. He was in this agricultural school for, he's just moved to an older school. But interesting, I'm not going to murder him over and over again to understand him any better, okay? There's definitely being fascinated, and murdering over and over and over again. Until to unlock the secret of her ability to walk unscathed from death, she was ultimately successful, and the Timeless Child became the base genetic code for the entire Time Lord race, with Tectoon imposing artificial regeneration cap. I thought it was Rassilon. Regeneration cap on the Time Lords that the Timeless Child did not share. This means the entire Time Lord race would never have developed if not for the Timeless Child. Outraged at his discovery, the Master destroyed Gallifrey. How? I mean, I was outraged at the result of Brexit, so I destroyed the world. Really? Don't you think you're missing something out in that story? No, whatever. Although I was. By the way, I don't live in England. Could you comment and let me know? Seems like Brexit worked out pretty well, right? Nick Briggs kept saying over and over again, oh, this is going to be the end of everything. Oh, no, we're not going to be able to get mailers. Oh, no, the end. We can't go to... and a lot of people said that it seems like it worked out okay. Again, listen. I'm genuinely somewhat neutral on this. I'm pro-Brexit only in that everybody says Brexit is bad, is wrong about everything, always. So, there's that. But I have never looked at on the issues, right? But it seems it worked out okay. So he destroyed before furiously revealing the truth to the Doctor. Now we're back into the very bad Chibnall writing, aren't we? Yes, we call this very bad. Time Lords went on to transform the universe, okay, but Doctor Who Season 13, Episode 3 went further than that. It revealed that the laws of time, the laws that govern time and space, are not natural, but rather were artificially imposed by a group called the Division. Are you reading here? Okay, now you're just reading into this. Okay, no. I don't know. Gallifreyans who the Doctor worked for in the Forgotten Past. The Division created the Temple of Atropos on the planet Time with the no. They said it's the Division's guilty secret. It didn't say they created it. Whatever. Okay, so I mean, already I think they're running into trouble trying to figure this out by just making stuff up. Although the guy who's writing this, is it Thomas Bacon? Who's a big shill for this era. Yeah, Thomas Bacon always does this, right? Always like reads in a bunch of stuff to make an episode make sense, and then thinks that's actually part of the episode. The Division, gathering the word, the Division created and blah 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 blah. With Cosmic being called the Mori, agreeing to enter the temple to allow time to pass through them. There's a lot we don't know about the Mori, and again, with 3, I don't know. We're gonna find out that much about them. Really, they're just stunning and brave women who are the answers to the key to everything, right? I mean, honestly. It's kind of like a progressive liberal bingo, with every answer being stunning and brave woman who is the key to everything, right? This is a true secret of the legendary dark times, ages of conflict and chaos, back when the universe was young, and it seemed the Division with the Doctor as one of their agents were the ones who brought order out of the chaos. Yeah, this is really boring. Again, when you fill in backstory like this, it's only ever going to be boring, right? It's only ever boring. There was an episode of Rick and Morty recently where they did his whole backstory, and you found out about Bird Person and like this revolution, and it became less interesting. It was fascinating. It's much better as a mysterious past. Doctor Who. If I may quote the Blue Bloke, Doctor Who. But even this may not have been possible without the time to show. The power of regeneration is bound to time-space vortex. For regeneration energy is the power of the vortex itself. Is it? Again, he's just like, oh yeah. Gravity works because there's a giant squirrel inside the world that sucks everything in with its mental powers. I'm like, okay, I'm glad that's what you think, but fine. This is when Tecton successfully copied the time to start power regeneration, implanting it within the DNA of every Gallifreyan who lived within the capital. She created a biological link between her people and time. Okay, so this is your theory now. This is not something we're seeing. It's reasonable to assume that this shaped the development of Gallifreyan science as nascent Time Lords attempted to learn the truth of what they had just become. They must have developed sufficient understanding of time and space to figure out that it was possible to bind the two together. Well, they are bound together, aren't they? No. I mean, equals MC squared. Obviously, in the Time Lords may have superseded Einstein, but equals MC squared, time, space, whatever. Oh, God. Every time I read one of these articles, I just want to hit myself in the head with a mallet. I'm like, really? Okay, fine. I've lost count the amount of stuff that he's inserted in that is just the underpinnings of his argument. So they're bind the two together to create universal harmony and order rather than chaos and disorder. And thus it worked with the Mori to create the Temple of Atropos. The timeless child's presence in the universe had transformed the Gallifreyan civilization and now had a universal impact. Okay. Whoa, there's a lot of head-canon going on there. The universe is doomed because of the Doctor. We're getting to I assume we'll get to a point. I'm sure of it. All this leads to the mysterious woman. Okay, firstly, you just made up a whole bunch of stuff to get to this, but okay. All this leads to the mysterious woman the Doctor encountered when she was pulled from the space-time vortex. The woman suggests that she's one of a number of beings that exist outside the universe, and there's something they consider objectionable about it. They were the ones who introduced Swarby as the first time, presumably in an attempt to destroy the Temple of Atropos to prevent the Division of the Mori from bringing again. Chip, really? This is reams and reams and reams of your own fan fiction that you're inserting into this, into the many, many gaps which may or may not be filled. Fine. So rather than accept the defeat, they concluded that the audio universe had been created because the timeless child should be destroyed. What? Okay, wait. They were the ones who introduced them, presumably in an attempt to destroy the temporal Anthropos and prevent the division and the Mori from bringing order to time and space in the first place. Jeez, man, that is not just a stretch. That's what? Okay, fine. They triggered the Flux event, or whatever it seemed to be, multiple Flux events, given the doctor detected several Flux signatures, and then reintroduced Swarm and Azure. I got the feeling I got was Swarm started the Flux. Oh, yeah, the Flux happened because Swarm got let out of his cage. Oh, okay. All this is only a theory, of course. Good God, yes! Like, all this is loosely based on something Chris Chibnall once said to his barber. Like, what? Yes, all this is indeed theory, of course. But the easiest way to make sense of Mystery Woman claims of destruction. But it's the easiest way to make sense of the Mystery Woman's claim that the destruction of the universe is somehow the Doctor's fault. What? What? That you think that's the easiest way to explain it? Man. Okay. That's so weird. Oh, let's come back. And I'm gonna check and do this. All right. Well, I mean, he's written 4,413 articles. This guy. Where were they? Now I've got to redo this again. Okay. Let's go through this again. Oh man, okay. One more time. Fine, I'm just refreshing the page. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll refresh the page. That should center it. There you go. But who is she then? You haven't told me anything. This is not a theory. This is reams of fan fiction. It's not even a theory. A theory is she's the White Guardian. That's a theory. This is bullcrap. Okay, this is only a theory, of course. It's not even a theory. No, it's not even that. This is only fan fiction, of course, but it's the easiest way to make sense of the Mystery Woman's claim the destruction of the universe somehow the Doctor's fault. Okay, your basic premise was the destruction of the universe is just down to the Doctor's sheer existence, but it could be that Jodie has screwed up so much they need to destroy it to save the universe. That's the easiest way to explain it. Why? Because Jodie is a massive screw-up. Like, she screwed up over and over and over and over and over again. This is the overwhelming thing they told us about this Doctor. I've seen every episode of Doctor. I mean, like, she couldn't take care of one sodding Dalek without a group of, like, 30 people trying to throw out the TARDIS. And all she did was open the bloody doors. Yeah, much more likely that she is, yes, it makes a lot of sense that she is causing the destruction of the universe just by being massively incompetent. How about that for a second? Hey, listen, I didn't need 7 paragraphs to explain that. Jodie's a screw up. And so the White Guardian introduced the Flux to reboot the universe. Fine. Where are we? I just love it. It's just the easiest way to explain. Really? Bloody hell. Every time I see that, I feel the vein in my forehead popping. It's not the easiest way. What's more, in thematic terms, also therapeutic terms, in thematic terms, it would fit Chris Chibnall's slightly odd interpretation of Doctor Who. He appears to consider the Doctor something of a cosmic policeman. He seems to view it, I think... Okay, not so much. A little bit with William Hartnell. He felt a responsibility to fight the Daleks towards seasons 2 and 3. Gotta fight the Daleks. Troughton, he will. Yes. Have you not seen Web of Fear? It came out earlier this year. Yes, he views himself as an intergalactic, as a cosmic policeman, as did Pertwee, as did Tom Baker as a responsibility of a Time Lord, as did Peter Davison, as did Colin Baker, as did very, very much Sylvester McCoy, as did Paul McGann, as did all of them. All of them view themselves as cosmic policemen. Sort of as their responsibility. Also brings order to the chaos in the galaxy, and such a plot would make Doctor Who directly responsible for the existence of the laws that govern time and space. The only question is whether that the symbolism actually works in Doctor Who at all. No, it doesn't. Because the previous iteration of Doctor Who has typically been presented as forces of chaos who inspire change. No! Well, who? What? Forces of chaos? Sylvester McCoy's Doctor? The arch manipulator playing chess on 1,000 checkboard? Oh, I just like chaos. No! This guy doesn't know anything. No! Okay. The only question. I love it. The only. No, I have another question. You should ask this guy the question so that you ask people when their head injured, when their head's been injured, to see if they got concussion. The only question is the symbol works. No, it doesn't. It's not even a question. To inspire. I'm like, listen, the question's shit, and the premise of the question is bollocks, right? Really, everything about this is bad. Has typically false chaos to inspire change rather than beings responsible for maintaining the status quo. Tom Baker's Doctor said that explicitly. If this theory is correct, to be very problematic indeed, for many reasons, but none that you've listed. Probably more controversial than the timeless Charles twist has been today. Yeah, no, it hasn't. It's not more controversial than timeless style Charles twist. Timeless style twist. It decanonized Doctor Who. It decanonized this era of Doctor Who because it's what we call in the sci-fi fandom trade. I've been there doing this since I was man and boy, 50 years. Is shit. Okay, is utterly shit. Which I think is the only fair way of describing this era of Doctor Who, and of course this ridiculous article, which I've just wasted half hour of my life reading. My name is, and half hour of your life, but at least we got to take the piss out. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.